once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay. Well, let's learn English together. And hello people, hello and welcome to the fourth day of the week, the standard working week that is, of course. Yes, it's Thursday once again, and that means that we're one day closer to Friday, the best day of the week. It also means that we're one day further away from last Friday, which is a little bit negative, but given that the weeks are cyclical, we know that what comes around goes around, and that's good. All right, instant karma. Well, maybe not instant karma, and definitely not instant coffee. I was brought up on instant coffee, and believe me, that's not a good thing. No, instant coffee is the same as the devil's toenails. We know that these things exist, but it's certainly not a good idea to put them into your mouth. Okay, all right, moving on from the devil's toenails and moving as far away as we can from instant coffee, it's time for us to get back to what we were looking at yesterday. You do all remember what we were looking at yesterday, don't you? Yes, of course you do. I was just kidding. I know that you don't get things that easily. You're like an elephant. No, I don't mean that you're a large grey mammal with big ears and a frighteningly long nose. I mean that you don't forget things. This is something they always used to tell me when I was a young boy. Elephants never forget. I have no idea what it meant, or even if it was true. But if it is true, then that means it must be really difficult to be an elephant. I mean, imagine the worst day you've ever had. You drank too much one evening and woke up with a hangover like Alfredo normally has. Then, with a terrible headache, you leave for work, but you forget to buy a ticket, and the ticket inspector, the ticket police, those almost human beings, pounce on you and make you give them all of your money. And then you finally get to work, but because you're late, the boss gives you the sack, the boss fires you. What an awful day. Okay, so that would be a terrible day, but just imagine if you were an elephant. That means that you never forget anything. Imagine that. All of the great things that happen to you, fine, that's really good, but that also means that you remember all of the terrible things. Blue, ruin, cerise, catastrophe, blimey. Although, if I think about this a little bit more, I suppose it's not that bad, is it? I mean, elephants don't drink alcohol, do they? No. So that means they're never going to experience a hangover like Alfredo. Also, elephants don't use public transport. So that means that they don't have tickets for the bus because they don't take buses. And that means that the ticket police aren't a problem for the elephants. Lucky them. And another thing, elephants don't have jobs, do they? No. So they can't be late for work. And if they can't be late for work, then their boss can't get angry and sack them, can he? No, because they don't have a boss or a job. So maybe it's not that bad to remember everything. I don't know. What I do know, however, is that we've got some more practice to get stuck into. Onwards into the jungle of the present perfect. All right, so we all remember yesterday's example, don't we? Yes, even if we're not elephants, that was only yesterday, so it's not hard to remember. All right, well, let's just think about what we saw yesterday one more time. We saw a question in the present perfect, and we also saw a short negative answer using the present perfect, didn't we? Alrighty, then, so let's think about the question to start with. Take a present perfect positive statement. The dog's eaten my trousers. Alright, a perfectly normal situation. You wake up, try to get dressed, and then you see the leg of your trousers hanging out of the dog's mouth. That damn dog, that's the third pair of trousers it's eaten this week. Okay, now take that perfectly normal sentence and make it negative. All right, well, that's easy for us, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so what do we have to do? Yes, that's right. We've got to add the adverb not to the mix, don't we? Yes. And where do we have to put not? Yes, right again. Tell your granny that you deserve another glass of lemonade. She might give you one. Maybe she won't, but tell her that you deserve another glass anyway. So, where do we have to put not? Yes, between the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. So, what happens to our example sentence about the dog and the trousers? That's right, it changes to, drum roll please, maestro! The dog hasn't eaten my trousers. Brilliant! Yes, that's right, Captain Potato Legs. Well done. We've added not to the equation and we've put it into the correct place, in between the auxiliary verb and the past participle. And we changed the direction of abbreviation too. Now, in this negative sentence, the subject is on its own and we've abbreviated not and added it to the auxiliary verb. Has becomes hasn't, or has not if we want to use the full version. All right, well that's pretty easy, isn't it? Yes. Okay then, moving on. What about asking questions using the present perfect? Well, that's as easy as falling off a log, for us that is. I mean, all right. Well, for a start, make sure that you're sitting on a chair or on a sofa. There's not a lot of sense in sitting on a log, not when you're at home, that is. So, what do we do to make a question with the present perfect? Well, what do you think we do? How do we make questions in English? Take our original sentence again. The dog's eaten my trousers. All right. Subject, auxiliary verb, past participle, object. S plus AV plus PP plus O. Okay. But what happens when we want to ask a question? Yes. What normally happens is that the subject and verb swap places, but not here. Because here we've got an auxiliary verb. So here the subject swaps places with the auxiliary verb. And that means it becomes, has the dog eaten my trousers? Excellent. Start with the correct form of the verb to have, the auxiliary verb we use to make the present perfect, then follow with the subject, in this case the dog. After that, it's all plain sailing. Add the past participle of the main verb and then the object. After that, all we have to remember is to add a question mark to the end. That's all. All right. Let's have a look at some more. Let's see if you can handle a mix of positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions. And this time, we're not going to do the first one together. We did that yesterday. Today, we're throwing you straight into the deep end, starting with number 2. Number 2, we buy a new car. Number 3, oh God, I forgot that it's Chubba's birthday tomorrow. I buy him a present. Negative. Number 4, Vidag's on holiday. She go to Ummy Gummy Land. Number 5, is it still raining? No, it stopped now. Number 6, where are my trousers? I don't know. I see them. Negative. Number 7, I'm looking for my cat. You see it. Number 8, I know his face, but I forget his name. Number 9, where are the kids? They go to bed. Number 10, does the boss know that you're going on holiday? No, not yet. I tell her yet. Negative. All right, so numbers 2 to 10, have at them. So, what have we got for the first one? Number 2. Well, that's an easy one, isn't it? Yes! Plural subject form, which means that we're going to use have plus the past participle of the verb to buy. And what are the forms of the verb to buy? Buy, bought, bought. Great. So what's the answer? Number 2. We've bought a new car. Brill! Congratulations. Okay, next. Aha. It's a negative sentence. And we can tell that it's negative because it says negative there in brackets at the end of the sentence. Can you see that? Yes? Okay. All right then. In that case, what's the correct completed sentence? Well, what's the past participle of the verb to buy? Well, we just saw it in the last sentence, didn't we? Yes. Buy, bought, bought. Okay. But this time the sentence is negative, so make sure you put the right adverb in the right place. Oh God, I forgot that it's Chubba's birthday tomorrow. I haven't bought him a present. Bingo! Ludo! Frustration! Okay, nexty next. Number 4. Okay. And what about this one? Anything difficult here? Nope. All we have to do is figure out what the past participle of the verb to go is. Go, went, gone. Put it in. Vidag's on holiday. She's gone to Ummy-Gummy land. Great! Vidag, so that means we're using the third person singular, and we know that the past participle of go is gone. She's gone. Next! What's the past participle for the verb to stop? Well, stop is a regular verb, so that's right. The past simple form and the past participle are the same. Stop, stopped, stopped. Is it still raining? No, it's stopped now. Next, oh no, trouser problems. My trousers are missing. Okay, what's the past participle of the verb to see? See, saw, seen, good. But don't forget, this one's negative. So remember to bung not into the equation between the auxiliary verb and the past participle. Where are my trousers? I don't know. I haven't seen them. Great! Now I'm going to be late for work. I can't find my trousers and you haven't seen him. Hold on. Where's the dog? All right, what's next? Aha, a missing cat. I don't know. What's the world coming to? Missing cats, missing trousers, dogs eating trousers, the world's gone mad. Okay, what about the sentence? Well, it's simple enough, but there's a question involved. So, swap the subject and the auxiliary verb. And which verb are we using in this sentence? See. Okay. Well, what forms do we know for the verb to see? See, saw, seen. Easy. And don't forget the question mark. I'm looking for my cat. Have you seen it? All right, not all wrong. What's next? The old problem. I have trouble with this all the time. I'm pretty good at remembering faces, but I'm absolutely terrible with people's names. Oh well, never mind. What about the sentence? Positive or negative? Positive. Easy peasy. What's the verb? Forget. Okay, what are the forms? Forget, forgot, forgotten. Okay, let's see it. I know his face, but I've forgotten his name. And now it's time for number 9. Hey, that's a rhyme. Well, it's almost a rhyme. This one's easy. They, plural subject form. Have, go, went, gone. All right, let's see it. Where are the kids? They've gone to bed. Excellent. And now, it's the last one. And it's negative. And it's the first person singular, so that means we need have. And we need the past participle for which verb? Yes, the verb to tell. Tell, told, told. Great, go to it. Does the boss know that you're going on holiday? No, not yet. I haven't told her yet. Excellent. Well done us. All right. Now what's left? Well, there's no time to start anything major related to our adventures in the land of the present perfect. So how about some vocab? The vocabulary of cars. Well, it could also be buses or taxis or trams. Let's just call it vehicles. Let's see a diagram. Yes. Well, no, really. That's a bit, well, too detailed, isn't it? Haven't we got something a bit simpler? We do? All right, give it to me. Yes, I see. Don't we have anything a bit, well, less primitive? I mean, I know what it is, and I like your style. A Hillman Imp, the first British mass-produced car with an aluminium engine. We had 2 in my family. Oh, we might have had 3. I can't remember. The 70s were a long time ago. All right, let's see something which is somewhere between the 2, shall we? Have we got something? Have we got something? We have. Great. Is it a Hillman Imp? No? Oh, well, never mind. Let's have it. Aha! Now that's a better picture, isn't it? Yes, that's got more detail, but not so much that I get a nosebleed. All right, that's more like it. Well, come on then. Let's put some arrows on the picture. All right, well, that's a start. Okay, how shall we do this? I know. You lot have a look at that. See what you know, and then we'll check it tomorrow, okay? Yes, because the time has come once again when we have to part for the day. Yes, it's here once again. It's time for me to leave you and head off home to see my wife and have a coffee. All right, people, we'll start on the car tomorrow and we'll see how well you get on, okay? And we'll have another present perfect session, okay? All right, have fun until then. Have fun, and have fun. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. Same time, same place. But remember, it's not going to be Tuesday. No, you're darn tootin' it's not. See you later, people. www.mediaclick.hu. Bye!